more. And I think the only reason we've seen this level of opposition come so late is frankly because of an obsequious media that has helped mislead the people of this country into believing that this really had something to do with 9/11, that this really was going to help stop terror around the world. And in fact, all we've done is create more terrorism, more chaos, more tragedy. I don't think Osama bin Laden would ever have helped be a better recruiting tool than George Bush and our complacent, complicit Congress. Because there has been so much resentment and hatred generated toward the United States by our invasion and occupation of a Muslim country without any justification. All the reasons we were told initially invading and occupying the country turned out to be untrue.
The audience told me that again. I'm sorry. I was playing devil's advocate there. But what is this audience? Who are these people who are speaking out today?
Well, you look at the people here today. You've got representatives of the religious community. You've got people of all races, all faiths. Looking out at the crowd, people of every geographic area in this country. I was riding the train in from EWI, and there was a couple from Salt Lake City across the aisle. We were talking about what was going on, why people in this country have not been speaking up. No, they were here to visit their son, but they said they're going to grab him to come here today. And there are several University of Utah students who I just met who are here now. Oh, you're Utah? All right. So let me finish the story, though. This is a great story. The lady sitting next to me said, "Excuse me, did you know about the demonstration on Saturday?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll be there for sure." And I asked her, "Is that why you're here?" And she said, "Yes. I came alone," she said, "from Taos, New Mexico. She left her 4 children and her husband there, knows no one here in Washington, D.C., made this trip alone as a statement of conscience." And I think that's happening more and more across this country at every level. Members of every political party. This isn't a partisan matter anymore. This has to do with the decency of this country. It has to do with the essential values and, of course, the long-term security and safety of this nation.
Have you found it politically difficult to do what you've done in a state like Utah?
I'm doing what I have to do, and the politics, sure, I'm not going to be running for statewide office anytime soon in Utah, but I think that kind of leadership is absolutely necessary. All of us, whatever role we have in our families, our neighborhoods, our businesses, at any level of government, when we see wrongdoing, we not only have the political obligation, the civic obligation, but we have an absolute moral obligation to stand up and say no more. And I'm going to be talking about that today in my remarks.
Do you think, I live in Montana, do you think that the politics of the war have changed out in that region or in places where the media sort of portrays as just a straight block of red?
Oh, absolutely. There is no more blue or red in this country. It's a really bright purple. Sometimes it's a little more red than blue. But I think the mainstream of this country wants far better than what we've seen from this administration, and I've got to add, from this complacent, obsequious Congress.
What is your reaction to the fact that this week 5 Democrats voted with the Republicans to stop the bill to force Bush to authorize the escalation through Congress and essentially use its power in the purpose of the war?
Well, we've always had a few Bush Democrats. Our congressman from Salt Lake City, frankly, is a Bush Democrat. He's voted like a right-wing Republican almost straight down the line. So this isn't about public or about political party affiliation. This is about basic American values and where we're headed as a country. And I think that the fact that we haven't seen more of Congress standing up and assuming their responsibility, that is one of the great dangers Congress. That this Congress would basically sign a blank check for this president to engage in this completely unjustified, illegal, tragic war. A war that's going to have tremendously negative consequences for, I think, generations.
What do you think Utahns should be doing? I mean, we have the LDS Church and they have